hang their heads in shame when they look back on that clip in a few years, because it's utterly indefensible. You know, you talked about the American tradition of immigration. It's about the Statue of Liberty. It's about bringing in people from war-torn areas. And when the immigration laws were changed in 1924, it was to discriminate folks like my grandparents. And that's the American story, and that's why we need to think a little bit bigger and condemn this unqualified. And when people say it's the difference between policy and rhetoric, unfortunately what these statements show is that the policies being advanced by this administration with immigration have a racial animus to them.
John,
whatever strenuous opposition to that has been revealed. And
John,
we need to
I would
Carrie, let me ask you this before you respond.
Let me ask you this before you respond. The Libertarian
Carrie.
What Milton Friedman said about immigration was, you can either have open borders or a welfare state. You cannot have both. That was Milton Friedman. No, it's not. No, it's not. Absolutely, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a racist comment. I just don't think it has anything to do with the conversation.
I was going to ask you, what does open borders have to do with calling countries shitholes?
It has to do with the fact that according
So let me ask you that. Let me ask you, do you agree? No, I'm going to let you finish, but I want to the clip before we get too far from the clip and what he said, and you said similar sentiments. But can we agree that the Oval Office is not a locker room? Are you okay with that in the Oval Office?
Well, as I said at the beginning, as a girl from Utah, I agree with Neil Love that this rhetoric, I agree. I want to see a shining city on the hill. I want to see the language of Reagan, and I hope that the president will adopt that. I hope that he will learn. I will say on the issue of welfare. So this is in the Washington Post. According to the National Academy of Sciences, 58% of immigrants are on some form of welfare. This is a problem. This is what Milton Friedman is talking about. So if you want to return to the roots of conservative understanding of welfare, of having basically a debt to GDP policy that is rational and not based on emotion. That is the problem.
Republican strategist Frank Luntz tweeted out tonight, I just retweeted it, 43% of these immigrants from these so-called shithole countries actually have bachelor's degrees, and compared to 33% of Americans in this country. So they're actually better educated than the people who actually live in this country. So don't try to slander them by saying that they're all welfare recipients and they're uneducated. That's a bunch of racist baloney too.
Okay.
And for God's sake,